You might think that you don't need tenant insurance because your landlord has insurance. This is not true. As a tenant, you need to purchase your own tenant insurance policy. In fact, your landlord may insist you do, both for their own protection as well as your own. So in today's video, we're going to be going over tenant insurance coverage, loss or damage to your personal belongings, unintentional injury to others, and accidental damage to the rental unit. So what will landlord insurance cover? Well, in most cases, a landlord will purchase insurance coverage for the home they rent to others. An important thing to remember is that this insurance protects the landlord only, not the tenant. Your landlord's insurance policy will cover the home for fire, lightning, vandalism, and various other perils. This insurance will protect the building, and in some cases, it may also protect the fixtures and furnishings that remain in the home while it's rented to you. Often included is the fridge, stove, washer and dryer, window coverings, etc. If you're renting a furnished apartment, the provided furnishings may also be covered by the landlord's insurance policy. There is no coverage for your own personal belongings. There is also no coverage for your liability under a landlord's insurance policy, and I'll explain on this a bit more later. If you don't have your own insurance, it's time for you to talk to an insurance provider as soon as possible and purchase your own tenant insurance policy. You can buy tenant insurance easily online at squareoneinsurance.com. We've included a link in the description for easy access. Even if you don't think your personal belongings are worth very much, think about how much it would cost to replace them with brand new items. You may have a table you purchased secondhand or a couch that you found on a fantastic sale. Most people are conscious of value, and everything from your furniture to your shoes, kitchen equipment, and even your beauty products were probably purchased over time when you recognized a good deal. If there's a fire, or if your home is vandalized, you may not be lucky enough or have enough time to find such good deals, and you'll need to replace everything all at once. It's hard to appreciate how much your property costs when you build it up piece by piece over time. But when a serious loss occurs, you'll quickly discover just how much money you need to replace everything. If you have the right tenant's insurance, your goods will be replaced quickly and with new items of like kind and quality. This is why we recommend choosing a limit of coverage that will be enough to replace all your personal property with brand new items of similar kind and quality. And don't forget the taxes. This type of coverage is especially important if you have expensive jewelry, bikes, or perhaps a valuable coin collection. A simple break-in can be devastating if you lose several high-value items. So to make sure you have the coverage you need, we recommend you perform an inventory of your belongings. And to help, we've included a link in the description below to a home inventory worksheet that you can follow along with. Once you have an understanding of the value of your property and the various types of property you own, you can customize your tenant's insurance policy to protect your own unique set of belongings. Have you ever thought about liability insurance? If not, you are not alone. This is where you stand to lose the most money, yet it's something that very few people ever think about. This coverage protects you if you're sued for unintentional injuries or property damage caused by your inactions, or in some cases, even caused by your inactions. Let me give you some examples of when this type of insurance comes in handy. You open your umbrella on a busy street and accidentally poke someone in the eye. You're golfing and underestimate the power of your swing. Your shot flies over a hill and hits another golfer on the head. It snows and you haven't had time to clear your front steps. Someone comes up the steps, slips, and injures their back. So let's take the example of the person slipping on the icy step. You might think, those steps belong to the landlord, not me. And although you're right, you can bet the injured person will be suing the homeowner. But since you are the occupant of the premises, and as the occupant, you have the responsibility to keep it in safe condition for visitors. The injured person can sue you as well, alleging that you failed in your duty to properly take care of the premises that you occupy. The landlord's insurance policy will not protect you at all. So if you don't have tenant insurance, you'll be on your own to hire a lawyer, fund your own defense against the lawsuit, and ultimately pay any damages in court if you're found negligent. Most tenant policies will include at least $1 million in liability protection. In the above example, your tenant's insurance provider would step in to hire a lawyer, help you defend yourself against the lawsuit, and even pay certain damages if the court were to rule against you. This can help you to avoid serious financial harm in the event that someone else is accidentally injured on the premises that you occupy as a tenant. Most tenant insurance policies will also include some coverage for tenant legal liability. This is not the same as the liability coverage discussed previously. Tenant legal liability insurance covers you for damage you unintentionally caused to your property you're renting, usually as a result of fire, explosion, water escape, or even smoke. For example, you may have put a few pork chops in a pan to cook up for dinner and decide to watch the evening news. Ultimately, you doze off, and the next thing you know, your kitchen is filled with smoke. With tenant insurance, you'll have coverage for the cost of repairs that smoke damage caused. Without tenant insurance, you'll be on your own and to pay out of pocket to repair any of these damages. So as you can see, tenant insurance provides a lot of coverage for your personal belongings as well as your liability in places where landlord's insurance wouldn't provide any coverage. So if you're looking for more information or would like a tenant insurance quote, you can visit squareoneinsurance.com. And be sure to leave a comment down below of your personal scenario if you have any questions regarding your tenant and landlord insurance. Thanks for watching, everyone.